Hello, students. Chapter 2 Socialism in Europe and Russian Revolution. In a previous video, we talked about the liberals, radicals, and conservatives. We also talked about the industrial society and social changes. Now, in this video, we will talk about the coming of socialism to
Perhaps
Europe.
one of the most of far-reaching visions of how society should be structured was socialism. Most far-reaching vision of how society should be structured was socialism. Socialism was the first ideology who thought about how the society should be made up. By the mid 19th century in Europe, socialism was a well known body of ideas. Socialism was the body which thought about the how the society should be structured well, that attract by this direction, which people attracted towards it. Socialists were against private property. They were the people who not in the believe in the accumulation of property or hoarding of property, and saw it as the root of all social ills, and they believed that is the main reason behind all the social evils of the time. Why? Individuals owned the property that gave employment, but the property were concerned only with personal gain and not with the welfare of those who made the property product produ- productive. So what happened actually, the property was in the hand of the few peoples and they maintained this property, and that property was not utilized for the welfare of the people at large. So if society as a whole rather than a single individuals control property, more attention would be paid to collective social interest. Socialists wanted this change and campaigned for it. So socialists were the people who wanted the property should be distributed among the people equally, and there should be a social causes, social work, and the money should be in the hand of the society, not in the individual hands. How could a society without property operate? What would be the basis of socialist society? What are the basis of the socialist society and how the money will be operated? That were the big questions in front of the socialist view, socialist people. Socialists had different vision of the future. They had the different plan and the future planning. Some believed in the idea of cooperatives, some believe in the collective work cooperatives. Robert Owen, 1771 1858, a leading English manufacturer, sought to build a cooperative community called New Harmony in Indiana. They made this society and they named it New Harmony in Indiana, USA. Other socialists felt that cooperatives could not be built on a wide scale, only through individual initiatives. Some other believes that it could not be built on wide scale, not in the large scale, only through individual initiatives were be taken, and it was be made in the lower rank, not in the big scale, the lower scales only. They demanded that governments encourage cooperatives. They want that the government should encourage, give subsidies, and encourage the people for cooperative formation. In France, for instance, Louis Blanche, 1813 to 1882, wanted the government to encourage cooperatives and replace capitalist enterprises. He said the capitalist enterprises should be stopped, and in place of those capitalist enterprises, they should be come under the socialist head. These cooperatives were to be associations of people where the people were the members who produced goods, who were the active participant together and divided the profit according to the work done by the members, and they divide themselves their earning or profit among themselves. Next, Karl Marx, 1818-1883, and the Frederick Engels. Both were the good friends. 1820 to 1895 added other ideas to this body of arguments. They also suggested some ideas. Marx argued that industrial society was capitalist. He believed that industrial society was always capitalist. Capitalists owned the capital invested in the factories, because capitalists were the people who owned the capital invested in the factories, and the profit of the capitalist was produced by the worker, and these profits were come out because of the labor of the workers. The conditions of the workers could not improve as long as this profit was accumulated by a private capitalist, and he believed until this profit shared by the owner of the company, that would not be useful for the worker and was accumulated in the private hands. Those owners were the private capitalist body. Workers had to overthrow capitalism and the rule of private property, and Marx believed that they should overthrow those capitalists and rule the private property and take the ownership of the private property. Marx believed that to free themselves from capitalist exploitation, worker had to construct a radically socialist society where all property was socially controlled. He believed in the socialist society where all the product or means were in the hand of the society, and society should control all the means of production. This would be a communist society, and that society would be treated as a communist society. He was convinced that workers would triumph in their conflict with capitalists, and he believed if the workers were aware, they could easily win, and they achieved the success and took up the things in their own hand. Communist society was the natural society of the future, and he also believed in coming days the communist society was the only society which control the society in future time. Next topic, support for socialism. By the 1870s, socialist ideas spread through Europe. Whole the Europe was under the influence of socialism and its ideas and its ideology. To coordinate their efforts, socialists formed an international body, namely the Second International. Workers in England and Germany began forming associations to fight for the better living and working conditions. People were aware and they fought for their own rights, own living standards, and education. They set up funds to help members in times of distress and demanded a reduction of working hours and the right to vote. They also demanded for the working hours should not more than 8 hours, and secondly they also demanded for the rights of voting. In Germany, these associations worked closely with the Social Democratic Party. In Germany, they were working with the Socialist Party, that is Social Democratic Party SPD, and helped in win parliamentary seats. They also won the seats in the election. By 1905, socialists and trade unionists formed a Labour Party in Britain and a Socialist Party in France. However, till 1914, socialists never succeeded in forming a government in Europe, although their efforts were continued from last almost 100 years, but they not achieved to or not succeeded to make the government until 1914. Socialists never succeeded in forming a government in Europe. Represented by strong figures in parliamentary policies, their ideas did shape legislation, although their influence were there. Their influence were in their legislations and rules and regulations of government, but governments continued to be run by the conservatives, liberals, or radicals. But the governments were run by these peoples of the liberal ideologies, radical ideologies, as well as conservatives people. This is the end of the first part of this chapter. Thank you.